live. Hello there. Good afternoon, Mr. Sammy Mwangangi.
Good afternoon, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you very much. Thank you for visiting the Secretariat office of Spedvak.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you just kindly introduce yourself to the precious viewers? I know that all our registered members, the public, even the top management of Spedvak is viewing, looking at you. The precious viewers, people of substance, honorable members, they are watching you. Kindly give a brief introduction of who you are.
Well, thank you, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
My name is Sam Mwangangi, as you've just said.
Yes.
Sam Mwangangi is married.
Yes, sir.
And is a man of one wife.
Yes.
3 children.
Yes, sir.
And this Mr. Mwangangi is a registered criminologist, number 55.
Wow.
And Mr. Mwangangi is too a former KDF officer.
Yes, sir.
Who worked for 27 years.
Yes.
Reckonable color service.
Wow.
Today, I'm working as a security expert, having done I thank God.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, what a decent brief introduction. So, precious viewers, this is Honorable Sir Kilonzi, Mr. Mwangangi-Sammy, and actually he's right here today. He's a specialist, he's a professional guy, he's a resourceful guy, both knowledge and skill, and even in material things. So maybe let's just take him through. He's going to give us a brief regarding terminologies, just to ensure that actually is up to, and even you viewers, you can see that he being with the experience in the past, diversities of multi-agency work. Now, Mr. Sammy.
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by the term professionalism?
Okay, that's a very good question. First,
yes,
to be very simple and fundamental.
Yes.
Professionalism is a formal way of doing things right and doing things as expected of you. And the reason why I'm giving this, I don't want to be very academic.
Yes, sir.
The reason why I'm saying this is because someone's professionalism is not another person's professionalism.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it is advised.
Yes.
We are under obligation as professionals.
Yes.
To ensure that, for example, if I'm a criminologist,
yes,
criminologist is about criminality.
Yes.
I should ensure I behave in a manner to suggest that
yes,
I don't take advantages, because I know where I can be caught and where I cannot be caught, to go and commit crimes because I know I can evade.
Secondarily.
That is it.
So, therefore, senior, There lies a slight difference between professionalism and best practices, whereby they work hand in hand, but actually, won't you just bring out the difference between professionalism and best practices?
For your information,
Yes, sir.
best practices and professionalism,
Yes,
they are synonymous.
absolutely.
They are synonymous.
Yes,
And sometimes the two words are used interchangeably.
yes,
However,
yes,
best practices, sometimes you may find that someone is doing things by following the due way of doing those things,
yes,
but is not professional.
yes,
But being professional, the word professional, it means
yes,
you are doing what is expected of you. For example, if today I'm a liaison officer,
yes, sir.
my duty as a liaison officer
Yes,
is to preach the right gospel of my entity, Spedvak.
yes, sir.
That is, I should ensure that, for example, as a liaison officer,
Yes,
I communicate what entails matters Spedvak. For example, you are dealing with disaster management. We are dealing with
humanitarian support.
humanitarian support. So
Yes.
what do we do
Yes,
to add value to the society as a reputable organization?
yes, sir.
So that's what I should be communicating to both internal publics and external publics.
Wow, very wonderful. Therefore, sir, you being a professional and you're going, with humanitarian support, we're going to handle lives, we're going to meet vulnerable groups. Now, where are you going to get these resources to support these vulnerable groups? How are you going to handle these lives? Now that you're going to meet people who are in dire need of life, they've incurred severe accidents, profusely bleeding, attenuated limbs. So how are you going to?
First,
Yes,
if you've been following what has been happening,
yes, sir.
currently we are in the process of civil education. We want those people who are down there
Yes.
to know what our roles and duties are. We want them to know that we are responsible, besides being voluntary, but we are responsible of imparting the right knowledge unto them.
Yes,
And what essentially we are doing is we are trying to ensure that there is a recruitment of like-minded, those people want to do and to whose we are reading from the same script.
yes, sir.
The same script of supporting the society from the lower cadre to the upper cadre. So what we are doing is to ensure that each and every member of Spedvak, from down upwards,
Yes.
as I say,
Yes,
we have ensured that in principle that everyone is important and is as important as the patron himself, as the person who initiated this in this organization.
the vision
So
bearer.
so and that's why we have been talking of the bottom up approach.
Yes,
The bottom up approach, the concept is
yes,
these people who are down there, they know what we can do,
yes,
and then they sit down on themselves without any coercion.
yes,
They decide what they want,
yes, sir.
and then we come up with the value of what is needed there.
Yes,
And then from there, after enlistment and recruitment and enlistment, people come up with a resource mobilization.
yes,
And at the end,
yes,
we are very sure that we are going to achieve that mission, and
Yes.
we are going to actualize. Because currently, society and members of society are very positive with this initiative.
Thank you very much. In fact, Senior, you've just elaborately and exhaustively answered what I intended to ask you next. What followed was about community approach. Anyway, maybe for the better of our precious viewers, the honorable members, would you just maybe bring them to glimpse what you understand about community approach? Because Spedvak has come to the aid of the society, and as a matter of fact, we are approaching the community whereby now we are taking back to the society, giving back to the society, because in most incidences, they're the communities that feel the impact, the effects of the shock waves So, what do you understand? Everything is going to revolve around the communities. What do you understand with the term community approach?
Remember, I spoke this on a different forum.
Yes.
And it was more vis-a-vis the security.
Yes.
And this is what I said. I said,
yes.
First, the security starts with me and you.
Yes.
We are all members of the society.
Yes, sir.
And society breeds communities.
Yes.
So when we are here talking about giving back to community,
yes.
or how the community should work with us, remember, as men and women of substance who in one way or the other God has allowed us to have this knowledge, when we are sharing this knowledge with our brothers there, when I talk of our brothers, does not depict us as talking of the biological brothers, yes. But every Kenyan here, every global person, yes. is our brother and sister. So when you
human race.
Yeah. So when you share this knowledge,
yes.
to these global brothers, national brothers, yes. communal brothers, my friend, you are giving back to society. Yes. And that's why we have gone far, yes. to ensure that there is a mobilization. We are mobilizing people. We are having a civil education, yes. to ensure that these people knows their rights first.
Yes, to sensitize them.
They know their rights, yes. and then we are sensitizing them. Mm-hmm. We are not politically sensitizing them. Yes. We are sensitizing on their rights, yes. to safety. This is more on safety. Yes. You see, to deal with someone who is suffering from hunger, yes. that person would be hard to even impart any kind of a knowledge. Yes. And that's why Spedvak has an obligation. Yes. And in fact, that's the reason why it is there. It has a group of massive volunteers, yes. who are ready to work, yes. for free, yes. and give back to society. By giving back to society, these people does not mean they have a lot. No, yes, it doesn't mean they have a lot, but they have an attribute. Yes, they have a divinity attribute, yes. whereby they feel that they should give it, and that's why when we were being mobilized, even by the first group of which was being organized by the chairperson and yes. the CEO.
Thank you.
He wanted us to have men and women who have a natural attribute, yes, to give back and help the society.
I like it, Senior, when you say it's natural, because being a volunteer, it needs to flow out natural and spontaneous. And actually, precious viewers, as you can see, Senior has just well elucidated community approach, whereby it's all about the involvement in imputing the knowledge about preparedness, because when a disaster supposedly occurs, these occurrences occur, and during that aspect, periodically speaking, you don't have time to think, you only have time to act. So he's really emphasizing on sensitizing them, giving them the required knowledge and skill and participation. So maybe just to wind up, Senior, because we can never handle this as ourselves, we need to have other people participating. So maybe we need to involve government-like ministries, the NGOs, like other organizations. What do you understand by the term multi-agency?
First, before even I talk of the multi-agency,
yes.
remember when, as the organization, when you came up with the head of departments, that's why you are talking of there's someone who is heading this, there's another person who is heading this. It's all about the management.
Yes.
And remember the principles of management.
Yes.
You plan.
Yes, sir.
You organize.
Yes.
You lead. And then you control.
Yes.
You can't control what you haven't planned.
Yes.
You can't control what you haven't organized.
Yes.
And you can't control what you are not leading. So that's why we have various people, yes. from various departments,
yes.
in Spedvak.
Yes.
And they have been given mandate to ensure that they work with multi-agencies. That is, for example, if a certain agency deals with this,
yes.
a certain person with that expertise goes to the same and he ensures that what is expected
Yes.
or what he can get from that agency,
Yes.
he gets the same for the benefits of those who are needful and for the benefit of the organization, which is Spedvak.
Bravo, senior. So meaning, just to maybe wrap up, and having that Spedvak is a multidisciplinary approach association. So meaning we'll also need people from different organizations just to pull up their resources and also ideally and also materially to achieve this common cause. Maybe for those viewers who didn't maybe understand you, maybe would you just tell them your specialization, what you've specialized into?
Okay, personally, I've said that I'm a criminologist.
Yes.
I'm a security expert and a practitioner.
Yes.
I'm currently leading a security firm.
Yes.
I'm the director.
Yes.
The security firm is Eternity.
Yes.
Security Solutions, SAS.
Yes, you have a website for that?
Yes, we have a website.
Yes.
And maybe I'll share with you.
Yes.
As I'll be culminating the interview.
Yes.
But there's one thing, as we wind up, I'll say,
yes,
it is a very cardinal principle.
Yes,
that you can't give what you don't have.
Absolutely.
And there's another which says,
yes,
a reasoning person is a person of an average intelligent.
Yes.
While an intelligent person is a person of an average reasoning.
Yes, sir.
That's why different people have been called and accepted the calling, yes, to come and work together as team and work as team players to actualize, yes, and achieve a common goal, which is working for the community and society at large.
Yes, sir. Now that you're here, I know we've accorded you a very senior position and post in Spedvak. Now that you're going to be in charge of resources, how are you going maybe to handle resources? Maybe how are you going to manage resources? You're going to be given offices. You're going to have logistic centers. How are you going to handle this?
First, when you talk of, okay, you have started with the resources, but remember the common status you are giving me,
yes, sir,
it is the liaison.
Yes, sir.
Liaison is more of communicating on behalf of the organization.
That's why, sir, when we are studying about security, we are told security is for the, to ensure safety of people, personnel,
yes,
property, and information.
Yes.
Yes.
So
information is part.
So when you talk of liaison and resources mobilization, first I'll start with the liaison.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Doing matters liaison is ensuring that you are communicating for the entity. Yes. You are communicating for the organization. Yes. You are communicating for the enterprise. Yes. How do you communicate? Yes. Remember, for those people who are part of us, who are part of the organization, yes, who are part of the Spedvak organization, yes, we refer to them as the internal publics.
Yes.
And those people who are outside the Spedvak family, we refer to them as the external publics. Yes. So first we must start with ensuring that those people who are at the core of Spedvak, yes, are fed with the right information, yes, and this right information should not be monopolized, and that's why each and every day, yes, we are forming under the leadership of Mr. Yes, under the leadership of Mr. Pius Masai, yes, who is our variable Chief Executive Officer. In fact, he is the Chief Global Executive Officer. We are forming groups, and these groups, the reason why, or the reason behind the forming of the groups, is to ensure that anything which is being done, it is done with consultation. Yes. No one in this Spedvak who has the monopoly of reasoning and cogitation. Yes. We are all sitting together, we are all communicating together and coming up with a resolute opinion on how to move forth. And by moving forth is by ensuring that anything we are doing
Yes,
It
sir.
is for the benefit of the society,
Yes, sir.
first,
Yes.
the benefit of the organization,
Yes.
second, and for your own benefit. We should
You
never
have
forget you.
exhausted it, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
No, maybe we did first things first, but I thought we could just maybe do a definition of terms. Spedvak means safety professionals and experts in disaster and volunteers association of Kenya. Spedvak, the acronyms Sierra, Papa, Echo, blah blah blah. So therefore, are you willing to work as a volunteer under Spedvak?
In fact, I work as a volunteer.
Yes, sir.
Because the concept here is giving back to society.
Thank you, sir.
You may never know.
Yes.
There are so many entities we started like this.
Yes.
People thought that they were just volunteering. Yes. But at the end, in some time,
yes,
which were to come later, the same people found themselves being paid massively.
Yes, sir.
So you never know. So, but personally, I have that attribute of giving back to society. Yes. And I believe any knowledge I have,
yes,
it is divinely.
Yes.
I did not get it because I fought for it.
Yes.
Furthermore, if it's education, our parents gave, if it's life, our parents gave us life. Mm-hmm. If it's academics, in one or the other.
Oh, Senior, you're mentioning a very important thing. Oh my, you just rich in knowledge. Precious viewers, Senior is spelling out nuggets of wisdom. Did you hear him mention about divinely? Divinely is something that's been bestowed on, naturally, flowing out natural and spontaneous. Oh, Senior, you've really handled a lot. Maybe just to wrap up, can you save lives? Can you look after environment, safeguard environment? So how are you going to handle lives and the vulnerable groups?
Yeah, that's so about. In fact, you are now coming to the aspect of disaster management and emergency management.
Yes,
and you know the principles.
Yes.
Preparedness.
Yes.
Preparedness, very key.
Yeah.
Response,
yes.
very key. Yes. So we have an obligation, yes, as an entity, as an organization, to ensure that we are prepared for any kind of an occurrence.
Yes.
Any kind of occurrence, I mean, whether negative,
yes,
or middle or whatever.
Yes.
But we must be prepared for anything. Why do I say negative or even positive?
Yes, sir.
Because when good things happen,
yes,
we should be there to speak of those good things,
yes,
and even to appraise,
yes,
to do an appraisal,
yeah,
for those people who have done it better.
Yeah.
And when things have gone wrong, we should also be there as men and women who are reputable, yes, and are ready to give back to the society in whichever means, be it resourceful, be it physically, yes, be it by prayers, yes, but we should be there doing it as if we will never do it again.
Oh, thank you.
Giving it your last shot.
Precious viewers, what an excellent elaboration, decipheration. Okay, remember that he is senior as Mwangangi-Sammy. I'm trying to vet him on the post of a liaison officer, and you can see that he's naturally endowed as a resourceful person. So therefore, bringing it to an answer, what are the inputs you would like to bring to Spedvak? What maybe improvements, what plans do you have for Spedvak? What questions do you want to ask we on behalf of the management of Spedvak?
First,
yes, sir,
one of the main things I'll try to bring into Spedvak, yes, is unity.
Yes, sir. And
not just unity, yes, but unity of purpose.
Yes.
Anything we do,
yes, we
should do it unified,
yes,
and we must do it as a team.
Yes.
Second is, yes, the teamwork.
Yes.
When I talk of the teamwork,
yes,
I mean what I'll try to embrace will, yes, be anything I want to put forth. I'll ensure that it is communicated to all clusters, to all men and women who are entrusted with the management and roles of ensuring the progressive manner of our organization.
Yes, sir.
In other words,
Yes.
I will ensure that
Yes.
integrity will be a core value.
Wow.
Honesty
Yes.
will be a core value.
Yes.
Teamwork shall be a core value.
Absolutely.
And the bottom-up approach
Yes.
will be a cardinal core value. The reason we don't want to start thinking for those people who are down there, we want them to think.
Yes.
They bring what they have thought about growing the entity, and then we reason together. We see the merits and demerits, and then we grow together, and at the end, we'll find ourselves at the apex.
Wonderful, wonderful. Senior Mwangangi, you've exhaustively explained it. In fact, I was about to ask you, now in your docket, there are going to be wrangles. People do disagree how you unite members, but anyway, you've just handled that one splendidly. Maybe during your experience, you're a senior reputable citizen and actually a former civilian servant in the Kenyan government. What do you like and what do you not like, Senior?
Just come up with that question again. Where is it?
Owing to the line of duty and your personality, just to center weight it. What do you like and what also do you not like?
Okay, personally, I am very interactive.
Yes, sir.
I'm social.
Yes.
And I'm accommodative by nature.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes some people may see that as a weakness.
Yes.
Why I'm that accommodative.
Yes.
But from my background of upbringing in the military, I was working with the intelligence service.
Yes.
The core intelligence service of the military.
Yes.
And you'll find that to collect information,
yes,
you must do what is referred as elicitation.
Yes.
And you cannot do an elicitation to a person you are thinking to be a demigod.
Yes.
So at any one given time, you must play the humble man, the humble person to collect what you want.
Yes,
so those are some of the values I got where the place I used to work.
Yes.
And they are the same things I would like to bring that experience here.
Yes.
And then by the grace of God.
Yes, sir.
By the grace of God, because we are all under one creation. We are the creatures of the Almighty God.
Thank you.
So I believe
yes,
the occasion will be grace.
Yes.
And we will achieve more than we desire.
Okay, sir. So maybe now that we are going for outreach of the world, Kenya is just a springboard. Kenya is just at the epicenter of the shockwave. Things do occur, the disasters, the occurrences, humanly, they are human caused, the natural causes, and maybe you're just at the spot, the scene, whichever the disaster, the catastrophe. Can you be an incident commander?
I think I can, and I once was.
You once was. Therefore, yes. Who is in charge?
For information.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Masai appears. The Honorable Mr. Masai.
Yes.
I've worked with Mr. Masai for more than 10 years.
Wow.
And some of these fine days when I was I should not use the word I was young. I wasn't young because I was working.
Yeah.
But he used to call us.
Yes.
Those days.
Yes.
And then we go and assist him.
Yeah.
As part of the team.
Yes.
Of these disasters.
Yeah.
So in other words, what we need.
Yes.
Is just to learn.
Yes.
On the contemporary actualization, the contemporary happenings, yes. And then we get it right.
Yes. Yes. So thank you, precious viewers. This has been your host, Sir Josh, the Chief and President Secretary under Spedvak. Actually, what a wonderful day. The day of Thursday?
Yes. No, this is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. You see, I'm using the... Is it the German calendar?
Yes.
Somehow. So, okay, Wednesday, 17th of July. And actually, we've actually taken him through the vetting process. You can see that he's leader-oriented and is virtue-oriented at the same time. and as a matter of fact, I consider him approved. Till next time, see you.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.